I'm Misty.
And I'm Ike.
For the next 15 minutes,
We're going to debate pop culture.
my background's in music.
My background's in film.
I know the topics beforehand.
And I don't.
We check the internet for the facts,
And ruin it with opinions.
from pop rocks in your lunchbox.
To Happy Meal toys and swatch clocks. Hello, Ike.
Hello, Misty.
Hey, Nick.
Wait,
Hey.
who's that?
That's our off-camera producer, Nick, coming in for week 7, 8.
Where'd he come from?
He's off camera.
Okay.
He comes from the land.
It's like,
Down under.
Where's that voice coming from?
The land down under of North Hollywood.
We can't say where we're at, and now I got to bleep that shit out.
No, that's where he's from, the land
where
down
I'm
under.
from.
That doesn't
Oh,
mean that's where we're at.
Because we're definitely not in
We're actually
North
not
Hollywood,
in North
at
Hollywood
all.
at all.
Good luck finding us, suckers.
Ooh. That's a close one.
Great. We should just give them
'Cause
the address.
We have stalkers.
We do. It's week 7 now.
It is week 7.
Is it?
Week 8.
It is.
It's the beginning of week 8.
Yes, this is our special bonus week. Remember when Jeopardy had like boat week or they had weeks, right?
You know, I wasn't really that I didn't watch Jeopardy every day. It was like maybe once a year. If
Yeah.
I was flipping, I was like, oh, I know the answer to that one.
Yeah, but what's the week that they used to have? They had Jeopardy something week.
Like teacher week or college week.
Right.
or something.
It's Nick week here on Misty and Ike.
I like
Ruin the
that.
Internet.
I like that. Nick Week.
I like that.
Misty and Ike
like-
and
it's
Nick
like-
ruin the internet.
Yeah, it's
Misty
like
and
Shark.
Ike and Nick ruined
It's
the
like
internet.
Shark Week, but
Oh, it is like Shark Week.
Nick Week.
Which is like my favorite week of all weeks.
So
Love me some Shark Week.
the theme behind having Nick here is so that Misty and I both don't know what the topics are.
Right.
So Nick, what are we going to do to break the internet today? Oh, I should
I
just
have to tell you, I'm very uncomfortable with this.
well,
I have had the ability for 8 weeks to plan
Yeah.
these and to do my research ahead of time.
yeah. We should do the thing
And
where
now I don't.
we should ask him what he wants to do today.
Hey, Nick, what do you want to do today?
ooh, all right. So
You want to ruin the internet?
I want to ruin the internet.
Yay!
Yay, that's what I want to do too.
Me too.
I'm very excited.
How are we going to do that?
How are we gonna do that? All right, I'm gonna throw out some names that'll help us ruin it.
Okay.
All right, Keanu Reeves,
Mm-hmm.
Billy Bob Thornton, Machine Gun Kelly,
Mm-hmm.
Katey Sagal,
Yeah.
Dennis Quaid,
We have to figure out how
What?
they're all tied together.
Jack White.
How they're all tied together?
No, they're all tied together. I'm going to tell you because we're going to talk about the
Okay.
best and worst versions of these.
All right.
These are all people, and we can add to this list, obviously. There's
Okay.
plenty more where those guys came from. Those
They
guys
are
and
not
girls.
Scientologists.
They are both actresses and actors
Singers.
and musicians.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
let's figure out who the best and worst of those combination
All right.
talents are.
Okay.
Let's get that list one more time.
Well, I mean, we can. There's plenty to add to that list. These are just people off the.
I'm
like,
going to
top of
go
my head.
ahead and I'm going to tell you who I think is the worst.
oh, I've
The
got,
worst.
yeah.
All right.
And I
Okay.
hate saying this because I think that in Sons of Anarchy, she was so fantastic as an actress. Like, I mean, everybody, we can say we loved her in Married with Children because
Mm-hmm.
she was phenomenal.
Peg Bundy is a
Peg
classic.
Bundy. Katey Sagal.
I didn't start the clock, you guys. How long do we want to break the internet for today?
Well, now we're going to do it in 13 minutes.
Okay. What?
13 instead of 15.
Fine.
14 and a half.
13 it is.
Okay.
Starting me out. Katey Sagal has a band?
She does. Okay, so she actually sang a lot on the Sons of Anarchy soundtracks.
What?
And I hate to say it, like, you know when you just hear somebody's voice and you're like, ooh, I don't like that?
Mm-hmm.
Without knowing that it was her, I heard the song and I went, oh, I don't like that, whatever it is. And then found out later that it was her. And it was really disappointing to me because I think she's
Oh.
really fantastic.
Guess what? Did you know she was a backup singer
I did. That's how she started her career, right?
for Bette Midler?
Yeah.
Midler?
Midler.
Midler.
Bette Midler.
Is she related to Bridget Midler? Why would she be related to Bridget? There's not. Okay. Ugh. I got a good one.
I don't know what's happening.
I think I have the worst actor who is the worst musician.
All right.
And this is a little bit of shit and where you eat. So Frank,
I was going to say, I
Frank-
know what's coming.
Frank, if you're watching this, I'm sorry,
Sorry, Frank.
but Keifer Sutherland is the worst fucking musician on the
It's
planet.
pretty bad. Right?
What a great actor.
But what a great actor.
But buddy,
But you know what? I kind of feel like a lot of those people, what they do is they hone their craft in acting so much, and then they hit that like plateau, and they're like, okay, I've done it. I've done the things. I've method acted. I've explored all of it. I need another outlet for my creativity. And so instantly in your head, you think, okay, acting, singing, writing.
Everybody tells me I'm great.
And you either gravitate towards singing or writing. You know, a lot of them will write an autobiography and it ends up being fantastic. And then you have the ones that are like, well, if I can act, surely I can sing. That's not so much always the case.
Yeah, I got another one that you're going to hate.
Tell me.
Michael Rosenbaum.
Oh, this breaks my heart.
His music sucks so bad.
I adore him. Like, because we all know, we've talked about, I'm a giant comic book nerd. So therefore, like, you know, the Superman fell into it when he was Lex Luthor. That's how I figured out who he was. And then, you know, later on started listening to his podcast, which is just, I love it. I love the things he talks about and how open he is. But man, I just remember like seeing, he's like, oh, I have a band. And I was like, oh, this is so exciting. And then I was like, oh, fuck. Because it's your typical actor band, you know?
Can we take it the other way with actors that ended up being good singers?
Yes, please.
Yeah, what are the best
Machine Gun Kelly.
I'm going to go with...
But I mean, he started out as a musician and then turned into an actor.
Right.
I'm going to go top tier actor and
Do it.
top tier musician.
All right.
Jamie Foxx.
That's a good one.
Dude.
Bruh, he had a studio in his house for ages. He had Kanye over all the time.
He did Ray, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Which was like mind-blowing.
And I think, didn't he sing the hook on Gold Digger, on Kanye's Gold Digger hit?
Yeah.
I was not aware of that.
I'm pretty sure that's...
Oh, yeah.
I didn't know that.
And that came out right before...
Right before they did Ray, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That's
Color
a great one. That is a good example.
That is really good.
Personally, I like Jack White as an actor. I don't know if you...
What's he been in?
My favorite is just a very small scene he has in Walk Hard, where he plays...
The Dewey Cox story?
We talked about Walk Hard on like episode 18 or something.
He plays Elvis. And when the main character comes off stage at some point, Jack White's standing there going like, hey man, and then like does this whole karate bit about like it's something, and he like pretends to like chop him.
I haven't seen it in so long now. I feel like I need to go home tonight and watch it just to see that scene.
Yeah,
I could probably Google it, but whatever.
He's been in some other things, but that scene is just amazing. And you like, it's one of those things where you don't realize right away it's Jack White, and then you're like, wait a second, I think that was Jack White playing Elvis.
That's kind of great.
Yeah.
All right, who's your other one, Isaac? What do you got?
I've got one on deck that we don't even really need to talk about. But if you're talking about actors who became singers after they were an actor, then, I mean, top of the pop charts, we're going to go Miley Cyrus on that. This episode is not brought to you by any beverages whatsoever.
Yeah.
No.
But one that I think we could get the conversation started is John Stamos.
I feel like that is
Do we have to?
typical actor band, kind of like what you were just saying.
Yeah.
To an extent. And I think he falls into the same category as like Dennis Quaid or Billy Bob Thornton.
I'm going to tell you guys something really weird.
Uh-oh.
Women, for the most part, have a thing for John Stamos, right?
Yes.
Like, women
we can't verify that, but we've heard.
love John Stamos.
Mm-hmm.
I remember watching John Stamos, of course, when I was a kid. He was Uncle Jesse.
Yeah.
As I have grown into an adult woman, he is still Uncle Jesse in my head. Mm-hmm. And maybe it was because I watched the show a lot, but like in my head, it's almost like he's actually my Uncle Jesse.
Right.
So like when women are like, oh my God, John Stamos, I'm like, ew, he's your uncle. Mm-hmm. And it grosses me out. Like, I don't find him attractive at all because in my head, he's my Uncle Jesse.
And he looks exactly the same now as he did in the 90s.
It's creepy. It's like Benjamin Button.
Yeah. I worked with him
and
on
Enrique Iglesias, aging backwards.
I worked with him on Scream
Super
Queens.
Creepy.
And I almost called him Uncle Jesse. I was like,
Right.
thanks, Uncle John.
John Stamos.
Yeah.
Uncle John Stamos.
He was like, it's cool, dude. I get it all the time.
I'm sure he does. Yeah. And I just, like, anytime I see a woman, like, drooling over him, I'm like, oh, that's your uncle. That's everyone's uncle.
So
I don't like his band either.
We've kind of blurred the lines now. So are we doing worst? Oh my God, Steven Seagal.
Best or worst. Well, another best for me in that category is Flea. Flea has had a bunch of really cool parts in movies.
But he started as a musician.
Right. We're not saying they had to start it as one or the other.
What we're
because
saying is
musicians
people
trying
that
to act
are
is horrible most of the time.
I think it's great though. Flea.
There are a couple that are not
Flea was in
bad.
Back to the Future. Flea was in Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas. He's been in a bunch of cool small parts in movies.
I was actually telling Isaac the other day, we were talking about 90s movies, and I was talking about Singles, and how Eddie Vedder and Stone Gossard are in Singles, and that they were in a fake band, but they actually had speaking parts that were pretty great. Mm-hmm. And there actually are, I mean, just a small percentage of them that you're like, if you don't try to stretch yourself like so far outside of the imagination, and you stay a little bit closer to like maybe who you actually are as a person, they can pull it off.
Yep.
What? You have big eyes.
Oh, I
excited big eyes.
I just thought of my next one. He's not on this list. I'm not pulling it from the internet, but he plays every Wednesday in Los Feliz at a piano bar.
He does, and I've been there. Jeff Goldblum.
Yes.
He's amazing.
Amazing. And if you're coming to LA and you're planning a trip to Los Angeles,
the Rockwell bar and tables.
Not now, but soon. Hopefully.
Rockwell's got their back bar open because it's outdoors.
Yeah, they do.
Oh, with the tree in the middle.
Yeah.
But they just can't do shows right now inside.
Yeah. Every year when we do our Women in Touring Summit, we have the night before. That's where we have our drinks and hang out sesh. Is at the Rockwell.
Yeah.
And the first year we did it happened to be on a Wednesday. So you have like all of these, touring women that are like so used to like being around A-party talent all the time. And then all of a sudden, Jeff Goldblum walks through and we're all like,
right.
The fuck?
In an amazing matching
like
British
silence throughout the whole crowd. We're all just like, first of all, when did he get so hot? He was the Fly.
Yeah, but right around Jurassic Park, I think.
No,
Is Harry Potter here?
Harry Potter just showed up.
Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
How about Will Smith?
Oh, yeah. That's like the example, I guess.
But yeah, I don't know how I feel about that because he was an actor and a rapper at the exact same time. There wasn't ever
I'm not saying it's good or bad.
Transition from one into the other.
He's truly talented at both things.
He's
had
like
huge hit
dove
songs.
into both of those at exactly the same time.
He's had multiple huge hits.
Yeah.
And in huge movies.
Welcome to Miami.
What about Eddie Murphy? Oh, my favorite Will Smith song is "You Saw My Blinker, Bitch" because it's the only time he ever cusses ever.
Oh my God, I've never heard that song.
You've
but
never
now,
heard?
Now I'm gonna.
Oh,
no,
okay.
Don't do that because it just takes up time and we get in trouble if you play things.
I know, but this is worth getting in trouble for.
Oh, YouTube hates
like
us. I don't feel like it is either.
Okay, fine.
If you're gonna do that,
I feel like we can listen to "Use Your Blinker, Bitch" later or whatever it is.
Yeah. Oh, Jason Schwartzman.
That's a really good.
If you're an indie darling,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. California, the song that we probably all played as we drove out here moving.
Yeah.
Like you play the minute you hit like right before Needles, you're like, I'm in California.
I think the minute you
my U-Haul behind me.
The minute you actually realize you're on the 101 because you don't know that you're on a 101 for like 5 or 10 minutes.
You really don't.
And then you see a sign and you're like,
and it says Los Angeles.
I'm driving down the 101.
Yeah.
That's great.
Phantom Planet. Good one.
Dude,
it's a really good one.
Kevin Bacon has the Bacon Brothers.
Oh, the Bacon Brothers are actually phenomenal.
Yeah?
Really?
Yes.
I've never heard them.
Yeah.
What else you got, Nick? You got another one on the list?
Well, we didn't talk about Keanu Reeves.
His band is a little interesting.
DogStar.
DogStar, I think they're pretty great.
This is just a fun fact that you guys have probably heard. I don't know, but DogStar was playing, and Weezer's first show was opening for DogStar.
Shut up.
Weezer's very first show ever was opening for Keanu Reeves' band DogStar.
Dude, put that in your pocket and hold it. That's a good little piece of trivia right there.
I'm gonna let you guys keep hold of that one.
Okay.
Because you know my thoughts on the Weez.
You don't like Weez?
I don't.
You don't like Weezer?
Well, that's our show, everybody. Thanks.
Sorry, guys.
Wow.
I don't.
Well, we can't end on a low note.
We can't. No.
Share.
I'm always very moonstruck.
Dude.
Share.
Yeah. Shout out Jason Sutter, the reason why we're all sitting in this room right now.
Holy crap. Share. I mean, if she could turn back time,
she would.
She would.
She doesn't need to because she looks like a 16-year-old when she's 75 million years old.
Legit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And the woman has literally like done everything in the world with her life.
Yeah.
Everything.
Acted, Sonny and Cher, all that stuff. And
like everything.
Moving. Just still
everything.
moving.
Yep.
And she's just been phenomenal movies.
Johnny Depp.
I actually enjoy Hollywood vampires. Yeah. I know that that's a very unpopular opinion right now with everything going on with Johnny Depp, but I think he's fantastic.
For a minute there, when you said Hollywood vampires, I was thinking of Hollywood Undead, and I was like,
no,
he's a little old to be in that band.
No, Hollywood vampires with
It's all of them.
Joe Perry from
Alice Cooper.
Aerosmith. Yeah, it's kind of a super group.
Yeah.
But they tour a little bit here and there, and to me it's like old school, like 70s Aerosmith. It's good.
Yeah. Lindsay Lohan. She was an actor first.
I'm gonna go with no.
Okay.
Does she have any hit songs?
I don't think
Are
so.
you kidding me?
I honestly don't know.
Oh no.
That's a whole nother
I
episode.
feel like
Yeah.
Since we're in the last minute of the episode, what about Bruce Willis? Did you guys know Bruce Willis is a musician?
I actually like Bruce Willis he plays sax, right?
Uh,
First of all, we know my love of like old 80s like pop music with horns in it.
The Accelerators has released 3 albums and has been featured artist on a number of movie soundtracks and more on everyone's favorite action star and film. Don't miss these 20. Okay, that's what reading on TV does for you.
Does.
He's just pictured here with.
Pretty sure that he also plays a saxophone.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Pretty badass.
I really wouldn't doubt it. So
yeah.
So Keanu plays bass in his band?
yes.
You don't have to be the front man just because you're the famous actor.
Yeah,
What's up,
Flea also plays bass.
Wait,
in his band.
Flea
It's
is
true.
a bass player?
Indeed. Indeed.
This is off topic, but can we just for a second talk about how much the drummer of the Red Hot Chili Peppers looks like
Will Ferrell?
Will Ferrell?
Chad Smith?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's not even a pop culture thing.
There's an
Everybody knows
entire
that.
like series of videos about that, like them going on like late night talk shows together and
Yeah, they've done some. Like,
yeah, they've
they
done
did
some
a drum
stuff.
battle.
Yeah, they
on
did
it.
like some charity stuff.
Do you know your boy Ryan Gosling's band name?
I'm not sure why he's my boy.
You love Ryan Gosling.
I don't.
Okay. If you,
I mean, I think he's a great actor.
Right.
I'm not one of those girls that's like, oh my God, Ryan Gosling. Doesn't do it for me.
real quick, before we go, the 3 of us went to brunch a few weeks ago.
David Bowie was in Labyrinth.
He was in Labyrinth.
He was in
After
Labyrinth.
music.
Absolutely.
What's
Ben
the-
Lee and Josh Radnor.
Boom. That's the way to
Radner
end it.
and
'Cause
Lee.
we were all having brunch drinks.
Absolutely. Bring it all full circle.
Yeah.
I think that Josh Radnor is a great singer and he plays guitar well. And he plays with Ben Lee,
Yeah.
who's just fantastic.
Right.
It's like this tiny little Australian powerhouse of awesome.
Well, we didn't coach Nick on how to end the show, so should we just try it?
We should.
Unless it's Friday.
We'll see
We'll
you
see you tomorrow. You'll get it tomorrow, Nick. It'll be
I
good.
did.
tomorrow.